Hey, it's Mark. Welcome back to Single Car Garage. Today we're working on the 68 pickup truck, and let me show you one of the things on the door um, that's a pretty common problem. That's the factory weld on the door up around the window, and it's just something they don't clean up on these reproduction doors. So let me show you what you got to do. There's several things you can use, but what I do is take my cutter wheel and then I slightly go in there and grind it down to make it match. And then I'll come back with just a little bit filler to smooth it out. And that's what it looks like when it's ground down. I can't tell you how many of these trucks I've seen on car shows and stuff where that weld was neglected and wasn't welded down. And it doesn't really look bad, especially on a truck. But it's just one of those things to clean up to make it look a little bit better. I think a lot of people, especially people that do this at home, they get to that weld and they don't want to mess with it because they're afraid of the integrity of the weld. But that's just extra weld that needs to be grounded off. And at the factory, that probably saves them an hour's worth of time by not grinding that one weld down when they're reproducing these doors. And once you get it ground down, put a little bit of filler on it, just like the picture I showed you, and smooth it out with some sandpaper. Then go back over and primer it and smooth it down to where it looks good, and you're ready to paint. We've got this 68 just about ready to paint. The fenders yesterday, I put the third and final coat of primer on it, so we will block sand the fenders down. I'm getting ready to put the third and final coat on the doors and the cab. We'll get all it sanded down. I look for any more imperfections, which I don't think I'll find any. And we'll get it sanded down, get sealer on it, and we'll be ready to spray it. This 68, I've had it about 2 years now, so I'm wanting to get it painted this fall so we can go ahead and get all the brake lines put on it, all the wiring put in it, get the interior done, and so by spring we can deliver it to the gentleman that left it at my shop. So it's going to be pretty nice. It's basically going to be a flat black truck riding standard height with stock wheels. The gentleman just wanted a flat black truck, and when I say flat black inside, flat black outside, frame, firewall, everything flat black. So it was his father-in-law's truck, and he wants to get it back and just kind of cruise around town and enjoy it, and didn't want to do anything fancy on it. So I kind of think he'll change his wheel choice once he gets it back. And in all honesty, I told him he ought to take about 2 inches out of it, but right now stock height is where he wants it. So we've got everything just about done and ready to start spraying. I've got the interior all sanded down, ready to spray flat black. And I've been the last 2 days I've been working on some little bitty scratches, things I didn't like on the cab, and we've got all that pretty well done. So let's get this next coat of primer on this cab, so next week we can start block sanding it down and have it ready for some paint. Hey, y'all have a great day. Come back and see me.